Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and for today we are taking a look at Leader Class Legacy Blitzwing. So this may be a little longer of a video just because he is a triple changer, and so I'll go quickly through both of his modes and then we can get into some comparisons and then robots and then final thoughts. And for today I'm using the nice blue background, testing some different things out, lighting, camera and stuff like that. And yeah, let's go into the tank mode. First off, I know the jet thing in front puts people off, but personally I don't mind it at all. He doesn't get displayed in tank mode at all. He goes in robot mode. I do think the tank is the better alt mode out of all, I guess all two of the alt modes. And I think mostly all the Blitzwings we've gotten so far knocked the tank mode pretty good. The jet mode always has some type of compromise, whether it's the animated Legacy or even Thrilling 30. I know some Masterpiece third-party ones do it pretty well, but the amount of budget Hasbro has, I don't think they could have done it. So I'm glad they really focused on the tank mode for him. And yeah, let's take a quick look at the tank mode. Alright, taking a quick look at the tank mode. As you can see, it's Blitzwing. He's the nice tannish color with the nice deep purple. I personally like the red they did instead of giving him the blue like the show model had. Let's take a closer look here. Very nice detail. As you can see, yeah, his head is poking out. I really do kind of wish they could push this back in, because as you can see, right, it should line up, not stick out. And that, I guess that's what people's concern is that it sticks out too far. But my thing is, if they kind of covered this right here, at least it would have been better, especially for the $55 price point. Let's zoom out there real quick. His turret can move all the way around, so if you want, you could have it like that. But since they molded the thrusters right here, it really defines that this is the front and then that is the back. But if you don't care, you can do that. I've seen ideas tossed around that you can just kind of do that, make it look like the front of a tank or so. But personally, I'm okay with the way he goes like that. Really okay with that. Let me set him down real quick. He does rolls actually pretty well. My only main concern is that these right here, they don't really tab in at all. They just kind of fall under. If you can see that real quick, just kind of go under, and mine doesn't go. So it's weird. It reminds me of the Iron Factory transformation of just putting the wings under. And I guess that's a way to do it. Put him back down real quick. There you go. Again, he looks very nice. He's super solid as well. I do know the price point again is a concern for people, but in my opinion, he's better than Astrotrain, and I just don't really like Siege Astrotrain. I mean, I do. I like his train mode a lot. I just bought one actually recently to go with this Blitzwing, but it's mostly for train mode and robot mode. And again, every triple changer has that one good alt mode, and I really think Blitzwings is the tank. And yeah, I think that's about it for the tank mode. Let's get into some comparisons in tank mode before we move on to jet. Alright, and for some comparisons in alt mode, here he is next to Laser Rod Optimus Prime, who I also really love. The review will be coming on him shortly. Yeah, I think the Legacy leaders are going really well. I know the price point, $55, is hard, but I think the leader for Legacies beat most of the War for Cybertron leaders in the term of quality and just character-wise. Yeah, I really dislike Shockwave being $50. He should not be that price. Anyways, moving on. There he is. Looks really good. Alright, here he is next to Legacy Dragstrip. Again, he's a pretty big tank, as he is in the 86 movie and in season 2. Speaking of 86, here he is in with Cup. Very good. Here he is next to Classics Astrotrain. Lovely comparison. At the moment, that is my only Astrotrain. Again, like I said before, I did buy Siege just today, so I won't have him for a couple weeks. But yeah, there is my Astral Train with my Blitzwing. Here he is next to my brother's Earthrise Astral Train. And this is why I got the Astral Train, is I really do love the steam engine look, and I really love my Classics figure. But if I wanted that steam engine, I think the Earthrise Siege one really does very well. So I can't wait to have him on my own. And yeah, there he is, him. Again, one of my brother's other figures. Here he is next to the Thrilling 30s Blitzwing, which I am sorry, this figure is pretty garbage, in my opinion. Again, the tank mode looks good. I think all Blitzwing's tank modes are good. I don't think any of their tanks have been messed up. But I just personally don't like the Thrilling 30 figure. I'm glad my brother likes it, because, you know, each to their own. But yeah, there's their tank modes. Kind of oddball here, but here's my animated Blitzwing, just because of why not. Love how animated is really squished. There you go. And last but not least, here he is next to G1 Blitzwing. There you go. So tiny. And just to piss people off even more, there you go. They are now accurate to each other. Tank, jet modes in front and all. Yeah. I think that's about it for comparisons. I have a lot more for robot mode, so just bear with me. And yeah, let's get to some transformation into jet mode.
Worlds are in danger. To save them and the galaxy, we must find the 4 cyber planet keys before the Decepticons can use them for evil. It is our mission. Hotshot, Jetfire, Vector-Fire, Landmine, Scattershot, Optimus Prime, transform and roll out!
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Autobots, Decepticons!
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Transformers! Transformers!
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Autobots, Decepticons!
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Transformers! Transformers! The Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces.
It looks beautiful. The paint is awesome. Love the purple. It's not showing quite well on my camera because of the lighting, but it's a very good shade of purple. Again, the tan, the red, the yellow. I can't wait for Toyax to give us those Toy Deco stickers. And yeah, let's take a closer look at the jet mode real quick. Let's just see here. Let me take him real quick. Alright, there you go. Again, sorry about that. Very nice detail. Love the red. It's very nice. Sculpt. Again, tank parts underneath. And which I have to say, the tank parts underneath aren't even that bad. People just like to complain. And as I said earlier in the video, each triple changer has its own better mold. And I think the tank mode for Blitzwing always looks better than all the jet modes. Speaking of all the jet modes, let's just take some quick comparisons with him in jet mode. Before we get into robot mode, here he is next to the G1 Blitzwing. As you see, they both have the tank kibble underneath. It's just people don't like to, I guess, see it. So, I mean, G1 does the better job at that, but I mean, it's just like two things of sight on the side. It's not even that bad in person. He's super solid, everything tabs in. And yeah, there you go. Here he is next to animated. Again, not really the greatest jet mode for animated. Literally the same thing, tank parts underneath the jet. I don't know what people want. It's the same. It's the Blitzwing thing, you know. I have no idea what else to say about it. Like, it's not that bad. It's nothing to complain about. Just people like to complain about everything. And then yeah, all right. And then for, I guess, the hottest take of this video, here's Sterling 30's jet mode. And again, personally, I like the Legacy one. I like the look of it. And people like, oh, the Sterling 30 is the better jet mode. Well, instead of having all the tank kibble underneath, it has it on top. And I guess it plays better with it. So instead of it being treads at the bottom, it makes it like thrusters on top of the jet, which is cool, but doesn't really work for me. It just looks like a mess. And yeah, again, color wise, they're both Blitzwings. I just think Sterling 30 goes more off an animated kind of style, the way it transforms, the way it looks. While this one's obviously G1. And if I had any more Blitzwing comparisons, I would. But like I said, this is my first Blitzwing figure officially. I had Iron Factory. He broke while trying to get ready for this video, so he's stuck in tank mode, so I couldn't really compare him in jet mode or robot mode. And I think that's about it for jet mode. Again, not his strong mode. Again, the tank mode's really good, but I really think this jet looks pretty good, decent for what it is. It's a triple changing tank to a jet. It's gonna be compromises to it. That's about it. Let's get him into robot mode. Alright, and for accessories, here we have this gun, the Energon Fist, and the sword. He is supposed to come with 2 guns to represent like little jet norays in jet mode, but I only got one. The price to pay for an early copy, but it's fine. I got 4 fists instead, which is funny, but I can put them on Minosaur when I get them. And yeah, I think they look good. It does suck, however, I know other people have went over this. The sword, it's painted beautifully, very nice silver color with the nice purple, but the problem is it is soft plastic, and I get that they're trying to I guess be safe, but hopefully when people get them in box, it's not bent down with the little ties. So I hope people really get good copies of their sword, because if they don't, they will come bent, and you just need to put a blow dryer or something to heat it up, and it can stay. Again, it's pretty pointy too. You could damage an eye with this still, so I don't know why they made it soft, but that's just, I don't know, Hasbro cutting costs, even though the figure went up in price. For the gun, again, it's just in a deep purple. Very good. Again, he comes with 2, only got 1. And then the star of the show are these nice Energon Fists. And as you can see, you can put them in, and then boom, you got like Nexus Prime hands, or Energon Bruticus style hands, as I've seen people call them. And yeah, I really think these are just add-ons for Minosaur, because if you see right here, you can see your little peg. You can peg him onto Minosaur. He probably has like firing, goes pew pew, bang bang, stuff like that. It can work on any size figure as well. So I'm not gonna get any right now. Actually, yeah, do that real quick. Here he is with Astro Train, and later on in the video I will show him on Blitzwing. You just kind of peg him in. Again, I think they're not really the best connection at all. Yeah, because they're supposed to go in right here. It's a tight fit. Alright, I only got one on. But as you can see, go boom. And again, later in the video I'll show it on Blitzwing. And yeah, again, I was saying that I think they were meant for Minosaur because of the purple, and Legacy's theme is all Energon wise, like an Energon gimmick. So I really think it's supposed to go for him. Since we've seen Minosaur's hands, they don't open at all. They're a closed fist, and I think these are just like a little gimmick for him. I don't know why they came with Blitzwing besides the transparent red with the cockpit. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's get to robot mode.
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Transformers! Transformers!
Transformers, more than beats in
their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
Transformers, more than beats in time.
Autobots, Decepticons.
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Transformers, Transformers.
Transformers, more than beats in time.
Autobots, Decepticons.
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Transformers, Transformers. The Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
And here we have Blitzwing in his robot mode. And I really like this a lot. Personally, I think it looks as like it came from Devastation, the video game. Obviously, minus the cell shading, but I don't know. I really love how this figure looks. It's very Blitzwing. The colors are great. The way it transforms is pretty complicated, especially going all three modes to get to the robot mode. One thing I do love is the way the head is painted. I really do wish it came with the triple face gimmick, but I see why they didn't. They didn't want to compromise the figure like Throwing 30, so hopefully an upgrade kit can give us a better sword and, you know, fix some of the issues with the hands and the feet, but then boom, give us the triple face head, and it'll be a win-win situation. Let's take a look at his articulation. His head can go all the way around, all around 360. His arms, again, like Laser Rod Optimus, you have to move up this panel and get a full arm range out. He can't move his arm back due to the kibble, but he can move it all the way out. Elbow at a 90-degree bend. His wrist is on a swivel, so it can turn all the way around. His legs can go out if you pull his kickstick out all the way. 90-degree bend at the knee, kind of a little bit more. Let's give him that kind of jumping position. He does have a massive ankle rocker. Give him that ankle pose. His toes don't really move except for transformation. He has a waist swivel, a very good one as well. And let me see. Oh, he can move his legs not really that far back due to the back panel, and his little wings can kind of move, obviously, for transformation. And yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Real quick, let me see if I can show these off. Hopefully they stick. The little red hands, they go right on him. It's specific to which hand it goes on, which kind of a bummer for me personally. So I'm gonna put it on, kind of slide it right in. It's pretty difficult to do it. I don't know. Again, it doesn't seem like it was really meant to give to him at all. Let's see there. Boom. Got one hand, and then trying to get the second one on without the first one falling off. Come on. Alright, you see what I'm trying to get at. It's not really the best connection on him. But it looks good. Again, I think it's just a DLC, basically upgrade kit for Minosaur. I don't know why they gave him the Blitzwing besides molding in clear red plastic with the rest of the clear red on him. And yeah, that's pretty much it for robot mode. I have nothing really much else to say about it. I mean, I personally like it. The kibble isn't that bad. It's just Blitzwing. And let's get into some robot comparisons. Alright, to start off comparisons, let's get this out of the way with the G1 figure. I'm gonna have to hold him just because he can't really stand that well. Okay, there you go. Next to the G1 figure, again, pretty similar in style. We got the little wings on the side, the head. Now I can see why the Titans Returns color is the way it is. That's one Blitzwing I didn't get, and I can see why I didn't know it was Toy Deco with the purple face and all that. Alright. Here he is with animated. Getting animated's a really big dude. There you go. There we go. Alright. There we go. And here he is next to Thrilling 30 Blitzwing. Alright, so I have a few thoughts on this. Let me get that in real quick. Obviously, one has the triple face gimmick, while one doesn't, but one is more G1. Thrilling 30 is going off, in my opinion, IDW and a lot of animated. As you can tell, with the chest, the face, even the wings placement on the arm, I really think it's animated. Again, while Legacy is more G1. However, I still think this figure is kind of garbage. Not like throwaway, but just, it's old, right? Like, personally, I do love a lot of the Thrilling 30 figures, just Blitzwing was not one of them. Again, each to their own, who they like. I just personally like the Legacy one. However, the Thrilling 30, it does have the better sword, because it's not soft plastic and it's purple. Again, both are decent figures for what they are. Again, one was I think, $25 Voyager, and now one's a $55 leader, but just plastic quality. I mean, he feels super solid. Well, he's all loose. Granted, my brother's copy didn't have that bad of shoulders, unlike a lot of people's whose shoulders and heads exploded. My brother's copy actually didn't have any of that. His head broke because of, I think he turned it the wrong way, but we super glued it and it works. And yeah, I just personally don't like him. Again, each to their own. You can like what you like, do what you want, but I personally recommend getting the Legacy figure. Again, I know $50 or $55 is a lot, especially for what he is. He doesn't come with like an extra set like Astrotrain does. He just comes with the hands, swords, and the guns. But I really think the $45 to $50 range is really good for him. And again, one's going for G1, one's not. But yeah, speaking of Siege Astrotrain, let me get him in here real quick. This is also one thing that sold me on Siege Astrotrain, is that look how good they look together. Oh my god. They look so good. I'm sorry, I'm just geeking out. They look really good. Again, one has the battle damage because of the War for Cybertron, but I don't know. I really do like the way they look together. And just because of why not comparisons, this is my Astrotrain at the moment. And as you can see, he's kind of small. Again, I love my Classics Astrotrain. I really do. And I was going to get the Henkai version of him, but then I found the Earthrise one for pretty cheap. Again, around retail costs, not the crazy expensive he's going for, and I decided to jump on it. So I've just tossed this guy in my Shattered Glass collection and just call it a day. And yeah, let's move on to some of the other comparisons as well. Alright, starting the non-Blitzwing comparisons with other figures. Here he is next to Legacy Leader Class Laser Rod Optimus Prime. Again, both really good leaders. Both $55. And yeah, I think they look really good. Alright. Here he is next to Legacy Bulkhead. And you could still use this Blitzwing as an animated stand-in. Especially with Bulkhead, we got Lugnut, RC, and all these other figures coming out. I think you can really make a good Chug animated display with him. We just need a Chug Helicopter Megatron. Let's just hope we get one. Speaking of Lugnut, here he is with the Reveal the Shields Lugnut. See if I can make him stand real quick. Oh yeah. That looks good. Really good. Nice. Again, hopefully a third-party company gives Blitzwing his triple face gimmick so I can get it, call it a day, be happy. What else do we got for comparisons? Oh yeah, here he is next to Starscream. Sorry about that. Okay. And this is just the normal Earthrise one, not the Coronation. So there you go. Looking very good together, in my opinion. Alright, here he is next to Combiner or Swindle. And I know we're getting new Combaticons and all that, but they're going to go with my Season 2. Personally, I'm putting Blitzwing, Astrotrain, and the new Legacy Stunticons. I'm putting them with my Season 3 display so I don't have to get rid of characters and I can justify getting the doubles. And yeah, there's Swindle. Here he is next to Legacy Dragstrip. Again, I'm putting them in my Season 3, just so I can justify the doubles I'm getting. And, I mean, the Deluxe is all going really great. I'm actually looking forward to the Stunticon team, not so much Minosaur himself, but just the Stunticon team in general, especially their robot modes, and Motormaster looks super good. Alright, and just for a few more comparisons, here he is next to Buzzworthy Cup. Here he is next to Earthrise Optimus Prime. And here he is next to my Megatron. It looks very good. Blitzwing's actually one of the few figures I've always wanted, and it's really hard trying to think which one should I get. And yeah, I don't know, I'm really loving Legacy Blitzwing a lot. And again, I'm sorry about how long this video is. I'm just geeking over Blitzwing. And I think that should be it for the comparison, so we can move on to some final thoughts. And some final thoughts on the figure. There are some, I don't want to say nitpicks. I guess I want to say nitpicks. Yeah, nitpicks on Blitzwing, like the sword being soft plastic. The hands coming with him. Like, I love the hands and all, but it just makes no sense. I guess it's just up the price. And there's the price. I mean, personally, I don't care about prices. If I really want a figure, I'm going to get him. But I do know it puts people off, and that's okay. I mean, if you don't want him, there's Titans Returns, there's Legends, and there's a bunch of others if you really want to get them. But I say if you really want a solid Chug G1 style Blitzwing, I think Legacy is the way to go. Especially the box art for Legacy. It's fantastic. I love what they're doing on the boxes. And yeah, trying to think of what else there is to say about him. I mean, he goes great with animated, as you see here, with Lugnut, Bulkhead. I really hope they keep giving us these obscure characters, or like other universe characters. I mean, Triaxis looks really great. I can't wait to get him. And yeah, so let me know your thoughts below on Blitzwing. Full gallery of him is up on my Instagram and my Twitter. Links will be down in the description below. Follow the Golden Disc Podcast Twitter as well. We are taking a hiatus due to technical difficulties right now, but hopefully we should be back up and running with that. Don't forget to join the Discord server down below as well, where we post updates, talk about figures, and you can just have a good old discussion. And I think that should be it. Yeah, so yeah, just let me know in the thoughts below. Have a great day, guys.